Welcome to MYGOMINDS. In this video, let us see about the remaining SQL constraints which are check and default. Basically, constraints are used to give conditions or restrictions to a column of a table. It is used to check if the data is valid or invalid before inserting the data. Check constraint is a rule or condition applied to a column or columns within a table. For example, if you have a table EMP with e-number, e-name and salary columns and you need to insert only the values which are above 100 in the e-number column, then we can apply a check constraint with e-number greater than 100. If you want to enter the salaries which are above 1 lakh, then the data inserted is valid only when the salary column has values greater than 1 lakh. The other invalid values, that is, which are less than 1 lakh, will not be inserted. Even if we try to insert it, an error is shown that the check constraint is not satisfied. The next one is default constraint. Default constraint is a feature that allows you to specify a default value for a column when a new record is inserted into a table. A default constraint is executed when we do not want null values for that column, but a default value. It may be any value for all the columns which are null. Then we can use the default constraint for that specific column. We will see the check and default constraint with their syntaxes. The syntax for check constraint is create table name, call name data type, check condition, call name data type. Let us see this with an example. There is a table E4, create table E4, e-number int primary key, e-name varchar of 50. Here the salary should be ranged between 20,000 and 40,000. So we give salary decimal check of condition, which is salary between 20,000 and 40,000. Let us see this in the MySQL workbench for your clear understanding. We need to use the database before creating a table. Create table E4. E-number int primary key. E-number int primary key. E-name varchar of 50. Salary decimal, and we need to give a check condition here that salary should be between 20,000 and 40,000. We have given sal decimal, so we use sal between 20,000 and 40,000. So whenever we are inserting values in this E4 table, only 20,000 only the numbers between 20,000 and 40,000 can be entered in the salary column. All other numbers are considered to be invalid numbers. Let us execute this command. It is successfully executed, indicating the green tick here. Now we will try inserting some values into the E4 table. Insert into E4 values 101, Anil, 1000. $30,000. Let us select and execute this line. Since the salary is between 20,000 and 40,000, it is successfully inserted. Now let us try inserting the values which are not between 20,000 and 40,000. We will see What is the error? We get 1 or 2, Anil, or we take Sunil, 19,000. Since it is less than 20,000, we get an error which is if constraint is violated. So we cannot insert the values which are less than 20,000 and greater than 40,000 in the salary column because we have given a condition that the salary should be ranged between 20,000 and 40,000. Let us see the syntax default constraint now. The syntax for default constraint is create table name, column name data type default value, column name data type. The example for default constraint is create table attendance, roll number int, status char of 1, default A. Let us see this in the MySQL workbench. Now we need to create a table attendance, create table attendance, roll number int, if the student is present or absent or not. If the student is absent or not, the values will be given. The other null values will be taken as A when given default value as A. So let us give it as status char of 1 since we are giving only A character in the default value, default A, and we create this line and we created the table attendance and select the line and execute it. The table attendance is successfully created. Now let us try inserting some values. Insert into attendance values 101 P. Select the line and execute it. Now we will not insert the value status. Then we'll see what will happen. Insert into attendance. We'll select a specific column to insert the values. So we give column name near the table name, that is status. So insert into attendance of status values of, we can insert only a single column for each row and the status can be taken as a default value. Insert into attendance of roll number values 1 or 2 and 1 or 3. We can give as many rows as we want. Select the line and execute it. We can see that we have inserted the values 1 or 2 and 1 or 3 into the attendance table. Now let us see the data in attendance table by using select command. Select star from attendance. Select the line and execute it. We can see that when we gave 101, P, then the status is filled with P, and when we did not give the status values, by default it took as A. So we have got 102, A and 103 A for these two rows. In this way, we can use check and default. Thank you. Please like, share and subscribe MYGOMINDS.